So I thought I'd give you a tour of our Jayco 14.44-4 Outback, Expanda Outback. What a cracker of a van it's been. I'll take you around the outside and then I'll show you the inside too. Here we go. So starting at the front, we had the storm covers fitted straight up. They've been fantastic. They act as like a privacy screen as well. To be honest, we've never had to even worry about, a lot of rain, bad weather. You put them down and you feel dry and safe as houses. Going through, there's lots of locker space. It's really well planned out actually. Each of the lockers has got a light in it as well. This is a full tunnel boot. We fit our Weber Q in here usually. You'll see we've got the inside-outside fusion stereo fitted. There's the speakers, they sound pretty cool. Adds a bit of music. Also an extra feature was the picnic table, which is great. Use that all the time. The other bonus about this, and you can see underneath, it's got a 12 volt and antenna socket there. So we often bring the TV out and have little movie nights out here for the kids. So that's been great. That's the other speaker. This has got the Jayco suspension as well, the independent suspension. Hopefully you can see that. Moving around to the back, awning of course. Move around in the back of the van. So we had the bike rack fitted, so 2 bikes, that folds down, 2 bikes fits on there quite nicely. And the outdoor shower, which is possibly my favourite accessory. That is fantastic. There's a little pop-up tent that goes there as well, and you can just put that up, or when the kids come off the beach, if you don't want them going into the van all dirty, we've got hot, cold water there. You just shower their feet off before they go in. Absolutely fantastic. Keep going around. Another storage locker here, which is full length, so right across the back. There's your water filler, hot water service, power in, and if you've got an antenna, and then that's the other side of the tunnel boot. Alright, I'll take you inside now. So as we go inside here, I'll come back this way to start with. So the expander end is at one end. That's a double bed. I'm 6 foot tall and I fit in there quite nicely. There's a curtain that goes across for privacy, which is great, and lots of these overhead cupboards, which are fantastic too. I really like pop tops, to be honest, because you've got this extra shelf space, so all the stuff that you don't know where it needs to sit, like for example wine bottles, water bottles, that sort of stuff. You've got lots of extra space, shelf space when you've got a pop top, which has been fantastic because you get everything off the floor. At the other end here we've got the kids' bunks. Again, I can sleep on these quite comfortably. They're full length, they're not a small bunk, and they've both got lights and little storage lockers, so all the kids' toys and stuff that they want to bring go in that locker. There's 240 volt power as well, and if you need to you can screen it off, and that's what often happens. The kids go to sleep and they just screen themselves off and we sit up and watch a movie. Kitchen's pretty good, so there's a 4-burner gas stove under there, 1 electric burner and then 3 gas. We went for the grill option. We find we just don't use an oven, so that's worked out well. Lots of ham and cheese croissants get cooked in there. Lots of cupboard space, so that's usually where the bowls and all that sort of stuff go. Another fold down sort of drawer there. That's a lot of drawers. Lights everywhere. Very airy open van. We decided to get the water filter as well. So here on the left taps your hot and cold flip mixer. Then if you've got no power for some reason, you can pump water, and then the third tap is your Pura tap, which is great. Microwave down here, rarely use it. Well, I don't think I've ever used it, to be honest, but it's there if you need. Quickly go back to the fridge. Big fridge, freezer at the top, 3-way, so you can flick it to 12 volt just while you're travelling, and then when you get to site you can either put it on gas or 240. Works a treat. I've heard people say that there's issues with these when you're in humid weather. We haven't had that at all. It's keeps ice frozen through all condition. It's been great. Big long cupboard there, half hanging, half shelves, and there's enough room for, you know, comfortably for, you know, a long weekend. We found it does get tight. We went away for 2.5 weeks, lived out of this van, 4 of us, and it got squeezy, but we still managed. Under the fridge, this is where all the 12-volt system is managed, and there's not a lot of usable space in that cupboard, so we just put a couple of things there as well. Good. As you come back this way, I'll show you the Fusion stereo, because I reckon that's really cool. Hopefully you can see it there. So what you can do, it's on radio at the moment, you can play CDs obviously, Bluetooth, so we often hook up the iPad with our music, that goes on there. Auxiliary, so that's the USB point here, and then you can put your TV. So there's speakers under the table here which connects to the TV over here, and so you end up getting like a stereo surround sound from your TV, and that runs off 12 volt, and that's on an articulated arm, so you can flip it around towards the double bed, or you can flip it back the other way for the seats or the kids to watch in the morning, which happens. Went for this sort of contemporary design cushions. Been quite happy with it. Seems to hide everything well. And the air conditioner, we purposely went for this Heron unit, the wall mount. We had a choice of either getting an Ibis roof or Heron wall mount, but we found the heating to be much better on the Heron, so that's why we went that way. Cooling's fine, you freeze in here, even at 40-degree temperatures, haven't had an issue. Probably the last thing to look at now, there is a skylight at the top, and also your antenna, so you can wind that up. And we get TV pretty much everywhere, we haven't had an issue at all. Like I said, there is lights everywhere you look, which flip to blue at night, which is quite nice. There's lights here, there, strip lighting under here. They've really gone all out at night time. This lights up like Christmas. Even when you roll the awning out, there's a light at the end of the awning, and then there's also one on the wall of the caravan too. So I hope you liked the video. If you've got any questions, send them through.